Hello, everyone. This is Davis Cope's food review. Let's get the iPad a little bit better. I think that's the best I'm gonna do. Today, we got another paper brown bag here. You know, if you're locked into the lore, Davis Cope experience, you know what a brown bag usually means when I'm talking about on the channel. I'm talking about yet another. Gotta pull it out. That is heavy. We got another Charlotte's Kitchen sandwich. This thing is massive. Holy cajoli. That I should get a scale and weigh that. That is actually like heavy duty. Here it is. This is the weekly special at Charlotte's this week. Kind of a controversial one. I've heard people like it. I've heard people don't like it. It's currently Saturday, about 1:10, 1:15. This watch kind of is not very accurate. So I'm saying 1:10, 1:15 here in the state of Iowa. Saturday. What does my phone say? Here's what my phone says. 3:16, Saturday, January 27th, 1:16. Let's get it back on. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. I was setting up the 13. There you go. Bingo. So I have some food here. This is so heavy. I've never realized how heavy these sandwiches are. But this is the Jalapeño Popper sandwich. Last week, this is actually like low key. Like it may not seem like I mean I try to get the weekly special once a week. I have some cream cheese on my finger. It seems like I always get the weekly specials, but I think honestly, I usually get whatever interests me and whatever I think will be good after some time. Here's what the bun looks like. It looks a little green. I think that's because they added. This has cream cheese, bacon, and they have this like jalapeno like salsa. So the chicken already has some of the salsa on there and some of the cream cheese as well. And then flip it over, and I think on the bottom of here is where. Yeah, this thing is decked out with jalapenos. I don't even want to show it. It's like decked with jalapenos. Gonna provide some crunch for sure, some spice for sure. I don't want to show it because I feel like it's just gonna like fall over and like fall apart. But it is really heavy. It is like super heavy, like really thick. A little piece here. The chicken's got some good texture, but I need to try a bite of it. One bite, everyone knows the rules here in the Davis Cope experience. And cheers. Like, where do I even bite in? Let's go right here. It's super crispy. The chicken patty is very crispy. Not much. I didn't really get any jalapenos. Maybe over here I'll get some jalapeno, but I didn't really get a whole lot of crunch. I'm going for a back end here. Something is off about this sandwich, but I don't know what it is. I might be 100% bugging though. Let's go for another bite. This is a tough one. This is really tough to like review. I don't know how many more bites I can try and get, so I can try and let's hope this bite gives me enough to give me a good opinion. Okay, so what are my takes on the sandwich? This is so. It's where do I start? Cream cheese is super flavorful. Chicken is great texture on the chicken. The buns are buns. I'm not gonna really critique those anymore. I've said stuff in the past about them, but I'm not gonna say anything more. The bacon is a little chewy. Wish it had more crisp. Um, I think when it's but bacon always has a chewy sort of texture to it, so it's kind of off. It's always kind of hard to like when bacon is kind of a staple of a hamburger, but it's kind of a crappy. I mean, I'd say crappy, but it's a weird staple because when you bite into it, sometimes you chew it and you get like you get a lot of bacon, you get no bacon when you take a bite. I wish the one thing about the sandwich that I don't dig is how big the jalapeno pieces are. Like this is really big. This is huge, in my opinion. I wish they were more small, or like really small ones that you wouldn't really taste a whole lot of, or nah, but like they would provide enough flavor to give a little bit of a kick. But these are just too big. I just wish that they went with a smaller size of jalapenos. I just think it's a little too much. Little too. I wish that they kind of like minimized the jalapenos and made them got smaller like canned pieces. Um, Other than that, I think it's a solid. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 on this one. I know I've given some nines in the past. I've given some eights in the past. Maybe it was because I was in line for a long time, but I really don't. I went at 12:30. What was I expecting? Um, waiting for a while. But I really just think that if the jalapenos were smaller size, I think this could be a potential 8 for sure. I think if you just made those jalapenos smaller and more like treat them like more like pickles or something like that. Like yeah, like I've seen like those canned like rings. I think those would taste better than this if I were being completely honest. But it's not bad. I think I think that there's been I'm trying to stay as nice as I can. Um, I think there's been better specials, and I think that they've had some weaker specials than this. I think this is kind of, I would say, middle of the road maybe for me. I think um, maybe I was a little disappointed that this didn't like just do off the charts for me. I just think it's really close to an 8. I just think the idea of having massive jalapenos, at least in my opinion, like this, I just think this is too big of a piece. Like that's and it's like it's thick as well. Like this is a pretty thick piece. Like I don't know. It just doesn't. It's just off for me. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I feel bad, but would I recommend this? I think you might be disappointed with it unless you love huge jalapenos. I think there's been other specials in the past that have mastered, you know, other uses of other ingredients. But I just think with those jalapenos, they really just them being too big is just kind of a killer for me. I just wish they were just smaller and more minimized with the design of the sandwich. But I think that's a pretty low. I still think there's a, except for the jalapenos, this is a pretty spectacular sandwich, and it's still I'm never really fully disappointed every time I go there. I just think the jalapenos were just kind of a miss for me, unfortunately, and I think I'm kind of rambling at this point. So I think that's all I have to say. If you like jalapeno poppers, you might like this. I do. I remember at the Iowa State Fair when I used to work there. I kind of still work there, but like when I worked there at the time, I tried a jalapeno popper pizza, and that was really good. And they really, with that pizza, they perfectly kind of utilized jalapenos and cream cheese and like a sauce. Like they were really creative with it, and I think they kind of understood like this ingredient is to have this texture and this size. And I just think the jalapenos here are just too big and too thick for my personal liking. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a couple more bites and I'll change my mind. But I think that's I kind of stand by that they're just too big, and I think I would have gone a different route with the jalapenos. But that's all I have to say. Thank you, Charlotte's Kitchen, for making another slapping sandwich. Davis approved. I'm gonna go finish the sandwich off camera, and maybe I'll like it more, maybe I'll like it less. Maybe I'll update it in the comments section if I change my mind to making this an 8. I think it's really close, really close. I'm sorry, but hey, thank you, Charlotte's Kitchen. You guys are amazing at your jobs, and I appreciate every single one of you, former or current employee, including myself. Not trying to glaze myself. This I need to stop rambling and I need to finish this sandwich. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope in the month of February or whenever this comes out that I'm making a normal upload schedule. I think I've just been gone for too long. I kind of slipped out of having a good schedule, so that's my bad. I'm sorry about that. But hey, I'll get back on the wagon eventually. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, week, night, hour, minute. Watch some fun stuff on YouTube. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. I'm kind of repeating myself at this point. Subscribe, drop a like, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Davis approves. Thumbs up. Go try Charlotte's Kitchen if you have it in the Des Moines area. Thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. See you all later.